For more on this, let's speak with Professor Dennis-Kenji Kipker. He is the Research Director at the Cyber Intelligence Institute and joins us now from Frankfurt in Germany. Really good to have you back with us, Professor. We're seeing spectacular demonstrations of humanoid robots at events like these Beijing Games, but how close are we to seeing them deployed on a mass scale in everyday life?
So I would say that's really a question about pace, and the honest answer here is faster than most people expect in some areas, but slow in others. So in 1 year, you've seen that the games went from 280 teams and around 500 robots to more than 660 teams, and we have currently over 2,000 robots. And this year's program added a fully autonomous 100-meter sprint robot. So Unitree's newest model, nicknamed Superman, is reportedly able to run close to Olympics sprint speed and jump 2 meters from standing. So the hardware and mobility side is moving very, very fast. But even Unitree's own founder has publicly stated that the industry's real breakthrough moment, so for example, comparable to what we have seen in artificial intelligence with ChatGPT did for large language models in 2022, could still be for robotic be around a decade away. So to sum it up, rapid progress in movement and manufacturing scale, but we have more gradual progress in general intelligence and dexterity of these robots.
Now, Washington has raised national security concerns about Chinese humanoid robots. What are the real security risks that these machines could pose?
I personally would say we have very severe security risks here, and security is definitely one of the fundamental questions any new connected technology has to answer before it earns trust at scale. And robotics is, of course, here no exception. So these robots are essentially mobile sensor platforms. So we have camera integrated, microphones, mapping data, and they are also often linked to cloud systems. So they raise the same category of concerns, for example, regarding data privacy, regarding cybersecurity, as smartphones or mobile flying drones, just in more visible physical form. And this is not just a theoretical concern, as you mentioned. So Washington very recently restricted imports of new foreign-made robots specifically over these national security concerns, which shows governments all around the world are starting to treat this hardware as strategically sensitive, comparable to semiconductor debate we have with China or artificial intelligence models and threats coming from them. So I would say in response, we are seeing more work on data localization, on-device processing, and of course, cybersecurity certification developing for these devices alongside the robot technology themselves.
Beyond that, could humanoid robots eventually be used not just in factories and homes, but in military or intelligence operations?
Yeah, definitely, and this is currently also the case. But at the moment, we currently mostly talk about questions replacing these robots, peoples, and automation itself. And we also see that we have a very partially gradual replacement here. But I would say military technology is one of the most important things where we talked about in future scenarios of development. And the big picture is that we are currently watching this technology move from research demonstration in military into the very realistic territory. So fast progress in some areas, but still some real limits in others. And safety, cost and security questions that are still being worked out in real time also concern military operations of these robots.
Okay, Professor Dennis-Kenji Kipker, great to get your thoughts as always. Thank you.